Good morning. It is 7:23, and joining us in studio this morning, Bob Power back with us. Good morning, sir. How you doing today?
Good morning. I'm still trying to figure it out. You guys got me here before the roosters even crowed.
Yeah, this is the other 7 a.m. or the other 7 o'clock on the clock. Well, I do appreciate braving the early hours here to join us here. We do appreciate you for that. But for folks that don't know, Bob joins us. A lot of times we'll talk vet stuff and these gospel shows and things that are happening around town. And this time, not a vet rep thing. Or a vet issue, or I mean, kind of, sort of, but this is for everybody. On Saturday, we got another great gospel show happening. Saturday afternoon would be more. I would say Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon. And folks, come on out and enjoy another great gospel show here. Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
Well, I agree. It's going to be a fantastic gospel show, and it's going to be. We're paying tribute to the veterans again.
Yeah. So this is for everybody, but this is not just a veterans-only event. This is something that we're going to come. And we didn't, unfortunately, Memorial Day was someone rained out our parade, literally, that day. So this is kind of, hey, we're going to, even though we didn't get to do all the things we wanted to do on Memorial Day because of the weather, we're going to still celebrate our veterans and celebrate those that have made that ultimate sacrifice.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's very important for two groups of veterans especially to come. Desert Storm veterans,
Okay.
and Vietnam veterans.
Okay.
Because I had a Mike Pineda, or Rick Pineda, I mean, came here a couple of weeks ago. He's the liaison for Yvette Harrell.
Yes, the new veterans liaison. Yes.
And he gave me some information.
Okay. That's a handy little ringtone there, Bob. I like that. Kind of whistling. That was catchy.
He gave me some information to pass on to the veterans.
Okay.
And I'm going to hand it out.
Okay.
And it's really good stuff.
Okay. Is it like for needing assistance, needing if they've got issues, those kind of things?
Medical.
Okay.
It's about Agent Orange, and then
Okay.
what is it, the blue water thing?
Yeah, it's dealing with the fallout from some of the like your napalms and things from the Nam era and some of the stuff they used out there in the desert during Gulf War. Yeah.
So, if you're Desert Storm or Vietnam, I urge you to come.
Okay.
It's
got some great information there.
It's very important.
And so maybe if there's family members of too, that maybe you have a family member that's a Vietnam or a Gulf War veteran, they don't live in the area. Well, you come on out and then get that information for them and take it to them. That would be a great thing to do too. So excellent. But for the rest of us, come out and enjoy some great music and in great celebration of our veterans and our folks in uniform. And
right. We're going to have, of course, Tom Blake.
Mm-hmm. Our resident serenader, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And Jerry Berg.
Okay.
Mark Parham. Marvin Roberts.
Nice.
And it's going to be a good show.
Excellent. So it's going to be a lot of beautiful music going on here. It's going to be Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. at Westminster Presbyterian Church there, which is located right there by Champion Motorsports. It just back, actually kind of behind it there.
Right behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you go down the side street next to Champion Motorsports and just drive straight, you'll go right through the front door of the church.
Yeah. exactly. If you end up turning on Sycamore there, just kind of hang a left as you go past the park there, and it'll take you right there to the same way there. But easier to go right that side street next to Champion and go down. But if you get turned too early, you can kind of navigate through the park there and get back over.
Right. I just can't say enough about it. I mean, it's going to be good.
Yeah. So, so really, is it all singing and stuff, or is it going to be some storytelling and everything else going on, or what's kind of the flow of the afternoon there?
Well, Mark Salas is also going to be there, and he's a keyboard player.
Okay.
And he'll do instrumental.
Okay. So it's a full-on concert, basically.
But not much talking.
All right. So just let the music do the talking.
Right.
I got you. Some people say I should do the same thing. But it's going to be a beautiful, in all gospel. I mean, if anybody that's probably heard of any of these gentlemen, Tom Blake or any of our performers that, they all probably
Marvin
got their
Roberts,
own.
Yeah.
They all got their own followings here in the area, but all of them great musicians, and then when you put them all together, things tend to happen. So it's
fantastic.
Yeah. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Is there any cost or anything for the concert, or do they just need to bring themselves? What do we need to do here?
No, there's no cost to get in.
Okay.
We are going to ask
for donation,
for a love offering.
Okay. But that's only if you want to. You're under no
right.
obligation. We'd love to. If you're saying I'd love to come, but I'm broke, no problem. Come on down. Be broke with us.
Well, the important thing is
the message.
Sharing the Lord with them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But the love offering is going to go to a Westminster outreach program.
Okay.
Which all that money goes back into this community.
Great.
If people, like the flood we had.
Mm-hmm. It's like an emergency fund for folks if they need it.
Yeah, nobody had insurance covering that flood because it hit an area that was not in a floodplain. And people are coming out of the woodwork looking for help.
Sure.
Because, I mean, we've been out cleaning up veterans' property.
Mm-hmm.
And if they had to do it by themselves, it would take them 6 months to get it cleared up.
Sure. And that's if they have the resources and everything to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to borrow tractors and everything to get this stuff cleaned up.
But that's how things happen, though, too. Everyone kind of pulls together and helps each other out, and that's kind of the spirit of everything we're talking about here. Even with this concert on Saturday, it's all about coming together and celebrating our veterans, but also at the same time, let's celebrate God, celebrate our blessings, and if you can make a donation, great, because it's going to go and help other people that are in greater need in our community.
And I went to one of the churches here in town, and I'd rather not say which one, and asked them about doing a gospel show for them. And they turned me down.
Okay.
They said, no, we don't want outsiders coming in here bringing their ideas in. Well, our ideas are just to bring the Christian community together.
Sure.
I don't care if you're Methodist or Catholic or what you are.
You're Baptist or whatever in between.
If you claim to be a Christian, there's strength in numbers. And the Christian community is getting walked on by our government lately. And if we band together, there's a lot of strength in numbers.
Sure. Well, we as humans do everything in this earth to please God, and God's going to take care of the rest. So let's please God, and let's all work together as God's children to
You're
help
right.
others, and at the same time celebrate Him. So
Right.
yeah, I don't think I just in my head maybe I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure when it's time to go through the pearly gates, there's not going to be different lines saying Presbyterian, Baptist. I think it's going to be a line to God.
And
Yeah.
I mean the government for some reason has no mercy when it comes to religion. They're almost as bad as radio DJs.
I don't know who's more insulted. Oh man, but yeah, it's gonna be a great show. You're right. Come out. It's the world's opening up again here. Let's come out. Let's get back to work, and let's get back to helping others and doing things. Especially some people fare better through this whole pandemic and everything better, and others haven't, and we want to help each other all out, and this is kind of part of that. So we, like you said, we got the donations raised, which by the way, it's a free show altogether, but if you want to bring $5 or $10 or $1,000 or whatever you want to bring to donate to help the church, it would be an awesome thing. But it's we want to raise your spirits, and we want to get you closer to God, and also thank and remind those of those that are here on earth protecting our freedoms.
And we wouldn't even object if they brought more than $1,000.
Absolutely. $1 million, we'll accept that.
That's right.
A briefcase with small bills or unmarked, whatever you got to do. All right. Just kidding. Don't rob a bank. But I'd love to have folks come out and enjoy and I'll tell you this right now, Tom Blake, who I know you work with hand in hand on a lot of this stuff. If you never had a chance to check him out and do, he's ministering over at the church now, isn't he? If I remember right.
His title is Director of Ministry.
Okay.
Because in the Presbyterian Church, if you're not ordained by the Presbyterian Church, they won't call you pastor.
Gotcha.
But for all practical purposes, he is the pastor there.
He's guiding the flock right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And by the way, he's on top of being just a good person. He's an awesome musician and singer and guitarist, and you could. He's one guy that I'm pretty sure if he's losing the crowd during his sermon, he can pick him back up real quick with a song and get him back in.
Well, Tom is doing a great job there.
Yeah.
And he brought in another church, sharing Westminster.
Okay.
The Victory Outreach people, and Tom's services are at 9:30 on Sunday morning.
Okay.
Victory Outreaches are at 11:30 Sunday morning.
And if quote if I'm wrong, tell me. But Victor Outreach, they help folks with dealing with addiction and all that. That's those folks, right? Or is that a different group?
No, they work with people with addictions.
Yeah, it's a great organization.
They're not limited to just that.
Yeah. I mean, I think I guess most people know if you have a family member that's dealing with addiction. I know this. The Victory Outreach program is way different than for what people call the traditional rehab. They're the ones that not only get you off the addiction, but fill the void with God and with what you're missing to begin with. And that's why their success rate is so much higher with, it's kind of one of those things. Their job is to connect people to God, but before they connect them to God, they help get them, shake some of the things the walls and things they built to kind of separate themselves from life. And that's usually alcohol, drugs, whatever vices that are plaguing them at the time.
Well, Pastor Pat is the pastor of Victor Outreach, was a meth addict, and 20 years ago, he gave it up and turned his life over to the Lord.
Yeah.
And
I think I've interviewed him here on the show maybe a year or two ago, maybe during the pandemic.
He does a fantastic job there. And then he has a man helping him, Philip Wood. Mm-hmm. And Philip was a drug addict, and he cleaned up, and he's a dynamic personality. He does most of the work with the people that are in their rehab program.
Okay.
And
so he's right there. But anyway, you know what? If you want to learn more about Victory Outreach, come out on Saturday. There'll be folks there that can talk to you more about that too. If you want to come out, when you come out to the gospel show on Saturday, and you say, "Hey, I heard Bob and Mike talking about the Victory Outreach program on the radio. Is there someone I could talk to about that?" I'm sure we can find someone that can help you talk to.
Well, I'm not well versed on it.
But I'm sure there will be, between Tom Blake and some of the other folks that will be there on Saturday, I'm sure they can get you more information and get you in touch with the people you need to get in touch with.
Right.
But again, that's great to see that they're opening their home to saying, hey, we're going to bring in more folks that are on the same page as we are, getting people closer to God. And that's a good thing.
Amen.
Yeah, that's a real good thing. So, again, it's this Saturday at Westminster Presbyterian Church, which is right there, right behind Champion Motorsports on West 2nd as you're heading towards Ruidoso there.
2801 West 4th Street.
Yes, that's the official address if you want to punch it into your navigation units and all that. But basically, yeah, it's right over there by Enchanted Hills Park there, and is it Enchanted Hills Channel, the disc golf park there. And all, we just go over to the park there, But it's right there. 1 o'clock is when the concert will start on Saturday, again at Westminster Presbyterian Church. It's a completely free concert. If you'd like to make a love offering, that would be awesome. All of that will go to help the church keep continuing to help outreach and do things here in our community. At the moment, helping a lot of people with dealing with flood damage. That's kind of where most of the money's going at the moment here. But for helping folks out that way. So, if they have any questions or want any more information, be best to call the church or give you a holler or.
I'm retired.
Okay.
And Tom is working and busy.
Okay.
So probably call me.
Okay.
My number is 575-910-4648.
Okay. And of course, if you have any other, just come on out Saturday. Come out and enjoy. Come out for some great gospel music. Don't forget, as Bob mentioned, if there's Vietnam vets and Desert Storm vets, Gulf War vets. You had talked to Congresswoman Yvette Harrell's new vet liaison, and he's got some information, particularly for those Vietnam era and Gulf War era vets, as far as medically dealing with like Agent Orange, that kind of stuff. So please, if you come out, ask about that. That information will be passed out and given out at that event as well. If you're not available, call Bob here. He'll make sure he'll get that information to you.
I didn't mention this, but I had also met with Yvette Harrell.
Okay.
We had coffee here, and
she's a real nice lady. Sit down and talk.
She's very nice, and I could share a few of the things that she said also.
Okay. So definitely come out to this. I will say this, just because of my dealings with her as well. She has been very much keeping active on veterans issues since she's taken office.
Very proactive.
Yeah, which you won't hear me complaining. So. Let's see. So just real quick though, about what was kind of if you don't mind, Sharon, what was one of the thoughts she had on some of the what's going on with vets issues and things like that? You had mentioned that she had a couple things, just you don't have to give them all to us, but just kind of one of the things that she was concerned about or she brought up.
I hate to bring politics into this.
Sure, understand. But she is a politician.
But there's a lot of problems right now with our government denying help for veterans and seniors, and spending billions of dollars on illegals. That has to be changed somehow.
Sure.
I mean,
and that's one of her passion projects is border security. I would say passion project is right, but that's one of her posts of her pillars of things she's very concerned about.
It is, yeah. And I mean, I'm a senior citizen, and it's important to me to see these changes too.
I think a lot of us. I think we all put her in office for a reason here, and it's glad to see that she's taken it.
Yeah.
The amount of red tape she has to go through to get anything done, that's that's a Herculean task. But to be on it, that's as much as we can ask for someone representing us right now. One more time, this Saturday, come on out for a great gospel show as we celebrate our those who serve, those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, celebrate our veterans. Love to see more and more Vietnam and Gulf War veterans come out to this event. Enjoy great music for some great local musicians and just people of our community that come and do great things in our community. It's going to be 1 o'clock at Westminster Presbyterian Church there on 4th Street, right behind Champion Motorsports. There, come on down, and completely free concert. But if you got a few extra briefcases full of cash lying around, bring them on down to donate to the church there. That'd be pretty cool. So, did we get it all, Bob?
Do what?
Did we get everything? Is there anything we missed that we wanted to make sure we told everybody?
I'm still trying to wake up.
About time you have a breakfast in you, it'll be good to go.
These DJs are so cruel getting you here.
I know. Well, here's the thing, Bob. At 10 o'clock, all this energy I'm doing, at 10:01, I turn into a pumpkin. And then I sit here and stare at the wall to try to regroup my energy. So I'm going to be a zombie here in about 3 hours. Well, thank you, Bob. Appreciate you waking up early this morning. Good news. Now you got more options to hunt around for some breakfast here if you've got a little time on your hands since you're up this early.
It would be nice if you'd buy.
Tanner will get you. He makes all the big bucks. Should have got you in on a Friday. Then I would have had plenty of breakfast here for you.
I rushed out with no money in my pocket.
Well, I'm married, so I do that all the time anyway.
Oh.
I'm like, money in my pocket? What does that mean? But thank you, Bob. Appreciate you. We'll see you next time here. And
right.
We'll try to bring in at a more sociable hour next time if we can. All right. Appreciate you, Bob. Take care. It is